Oh,
Okay.
greetings, family. We are here on Kemites View once again, and I have a special guest, Viva Diakite from Bamako, Mali. He's going to give us our update
Yeah.
on what's going on down there. And we also have my brother, Kwabena from DC, and we're just going to chop it up again, look at current events and world
Okay.
events, and particularly focused in Africa. And we're going to get started. We're going to try to keep this to an hour. So I want to be brief. So, but because we got Viva here right now, we're going to talk about what's going on in Mali. What's going on in Mali, Viva?
I just want to be really short. You know, we have in Mali right here, we have a lot of problems, but but what you have to understand, so Malian people, we are really suffering from the north side, coming to the south side. No, we have, we are fighting really for our life a little bit.
Is it still going on, the insurgency from the what is the Takfiris or whatever?
Yes.
They're still fighting.
So yeah, they are still fighting because these people sometimes they are they mix everything, sometimes they kill innocent people, and they believe we have so we have the same. If you look at the French people, the military, when they came here, they say they want to help us. When they find out, but they didn't do that. Sometimes the Malians, they're trying to help themselves, but the French people, they want to do it. They say, no, you can do it.
Well,
now people understand. Yeah.
Back up a little bit. I just saw a program yesterday from I think I sent it to you, but basically it was one of the commentators in Mali. It was in French, and he was talking about what was going on. But just give a brief background with respect to the coup d'etat and
the coup d'etat.
Talk about the one from last. Talk about the coup from last year, and then talk about the coup that was from a couple of weeks ago, and what's going on in Mali with respect to the people there.
Okay, the first one. I don't know if you remember the first one. The Malian people, they were really suffering. The first time they fight because.
When did it happen? Give the date. Give the approximate date. When did this happen?
Yeah, I'm trying to explain you. I'm explaining you. They fight because the government, they didn't do what the people they want. They didn't do what the people they want. Example, if you look at the north side and the south side, we don't have school. Malian people, they don't have school. You can remember, people don't have school. They don't go to school. They can even eat. Some family, they eat only one time a day. So now people say, we want to work and we want to wake up and against the government. And then the military just joins, some people, it's like politicians, but they are not really, most of them, they are politicians, but most of them, they don't have, they are not, politicians. Okay, they join us, and the military, they help the people, and they make the coup d'etat. Okay.
Okay,
and
the military.
The second one. Yeah, the military, and they help the people, and they do that, and the military, they took place. Okay.
And with
the second one,
with that,
what really happened, they took. Yeah, they took. They say they take this guy. I don't remember the guy to be the president. When he came, he joins. It didn't join. Malian people, but the French people. The French people, but Malian people, they are suffering because you know, we can travel to the north side. We can travel to the south side.
Just for clarification,
You know, people are suffering.
Hold on, Viva, hold on. When you talk about north side, you're talking about the northern portion of the country. And the south side, you're talking about the southern portion of the country. I don't know if you have a map, but basically Mali is divided into basically two quadrants. And you have a northern portion, which is more desert and Sahel. And then you have a southern portion, which is more Sahel and more rainforest. But you want to say something, Baba Kwabena?
No, what he was talking about the first coup, and he talked about how the military took over. What I was stating, when they took over, when the military took over, what I recall is that they drove the French out, right? Because the French weren't helping, like they said.
Well, just to back up, we had a bunch of, when the coup, prior to the coup, which it says here, is around the 20th of August in 2020, which is interesting time too, considering this disease and all this vaccination and whatnot. But they had, because I remember there being a lot of Dutch and different European Union soldiers there to fight against the so-called rebels that had come because of the Gaddafi fall and all the weapons pushed into Mali. So they started the rebellion in the north with the, what they call those, the Tamashek, they say primarily, but Muslim fundamentalists. Yes. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I'm going to be back because the connection, I'm going to put something on the connection. I'm going to be back. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna keep talking.
I'm coming.
Okay, take your time.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute you. Yeah, let me mute him there. So he's muted now. But so basically they had the French and the Americans and all them start getting involved in Mali, because Mali is a huge country. It's about the size of, I think, like Texas, Arizona, and Colorado combined. So it's a big area. Beautiful country. Like I said, it's landlocked. And the French got involved after Gaddafi fell and start funneling weapons to start wars. And you know, the ones who start these wars are always the financiers, the bankers, whatnot, because Mali's money right now is controlled by the French.
Of course.
Yeah. So I mean, it's always about he who controls the gold makes the rules, the golden rule. So Mali is suffering unnecessarily, even though it's an extremely wealthy country with respect to natural resources. So just to give a brief about the coup. So the coup happened because they were tired of basically suffering, and they couldn't, you know, food wasn't being distributed, money wasn't being distributed properly. And, you know, like he was saying, people weren't working. And so they had the first coup. The president was just corrupt, just a straight thief. In fact, his son came on Instagram or something bragging about he was up in Switzerland with so many women, spending all this money. And that was on Instagram. And the people saw that and they said they're suffering. And so they were pissed, man. So that's part of it. So that's some of the stuff that's going on in Mali. And plus it's centrally located. So, you know, Mali's a very important strategic place. More importantly, it's the spiritual component of what's going on in Mali. As we spoke before, they've had 3 empires there. We had the first empire, which was, now they call it the Ghana Empire, but was actually what they call Wagadu. That was up in the Sadakole primarily led that. And then after the Ghana Empire or Wagadu Empire, they had the Malinke Empire with Sunjata Keita. And then after Sunjata Keita, the Malinke Empire, that fell to the Sonrai Empire, which was based primarily in Gao. But these were contiguous empires, one after the other, during the time of our enslavement. And in fact, there's letters between the Moors who came out of when they got chased out of Spain because of their cowardice, they came down into Africa and started causing troubles. And the Moors actually got a letter from the Queen of England telling them to invade Mali and destroy Mali, which at the time was the Sonrai Empire. If the Sonrai Empire, which stretched all the way almost as big as what the US is right now, it stretched from Gao all the way to the coast of Senegal and Guinea. If there had been a contiguous country at that time, slavery would not have happened the way that it happened, because you would have had a counterweight in Africa with a kingdom to counterbalance the French and European incursions. So it was imperative that Sonrai Empire fall, and the British once again were at the root of it. They call it Perfidious Albion, a terrible place. But anyway, Viva's back. You ready to talk, Viva? I'm gonna let you, if you can talk, I'd rather you talk, since me and Jock are here all the time. I can't hear you. You have to unmute. Unmute yourself, brother. I can't hear you, Viva. Viva. Viva, I can't hear you. Okay, go ahead. I can hear you now.
Okay, I say in Mali we have a lot of mining. So we have gold, we have sand, and we have a lot of things right here. Most of the time, if people come here, they deal with Malian people, in the illegal way. So if you look at here, so now people understand why they are suffering. Most of the big company and so I'm going to talk about French company. We hope, because right now we have to talk really. We have to tell the truth. Why people they are fighting, because most of the people they are fighting for their rights. Remember, like more than 5 years, there is some places they don't have water, and they don't have school. They don't have mail. They don't have nothing.
And this is all, just to interrupt briefly, this is all under a democratically elected government. And just briefly, in my opinion, democratic governments are not beneficial for Africans. We need an empire, one leader who we can hold accountable. A dictator king, that's when we have been most successful. Democracy allows for puppets to sit behind and control these guys to our detriment. So anyway, continue, Viva.
Yeah. So now people try, most of the people, they understand now what they have to do. People starting from Mopti, Banjakara, and so Mopti, right? From
I'm very familiar. Yeah. Of course.
So people starting from there, so they say, so we are going to fight and we are going to struggle because something is happening here, but we don't know. So that means the terrorists, they start moving over there, but they are not Malian, but they look like Malian. They change everything. They're coming to see people on
where were they coming from? Where were they coming from, these terrorists? They were
people say, some say they are from everywhere, and these people, they are taking drugs, they are drinking, and they say they are not Muslim, because Malian people, Muslim from Fulani, they don't kill each other because they respect each other. They're living with each other. They know each other. But these people, they're still young. They look young and they kill, they don't even speak. So now you see,
wait. So you're saying that basically the French and American and the bankers hired a bunch of mercenaries to inject them into Mali to start a civil war. And then once again,
because we find a place.
Money.
Yeah, this year we found a place. We found a place with a lot of weapon. Okay, a lot of. I mean, we have AK-44. We have a truck. I mean, that was a big. You know, there was. I mean, there were everything inside. I mean, people were surprised. I mean, how these people they can buy this one? They can't not buy this one. You know, and we are surprised how they take the petrol. You know, somebody provide them something like this. We are really surprising. And people are suffering, you know, from these places. And the French people, they don't help us. I mean, and sometimes if the military, they say, so they want to try to help, I mean, the population, the French people, they say, no, we will do it. And then they don't do it. And these people, they kill Somalian people. How are we supposed to do? And the president, before he died, he was here. He didn't do nothing. You know, people can't sell. They can't sell, their products. They can travel. They can't do nothing. Even now, I can.
This is under
even now,
Keita, right? Under the
even
previous
now,
President Keita.
I
Go ahead.
lost. Yeah, even now, I lost some people, but I can travel. I can travel to Mopti or Sevare because it's very dangerous.
Oh, you can't
They
go
mix
to
up
Sevare?
everything. Yeah, I can go right now because they mess up everything. They mess up everything right here. And now people, now that's why if you look at the military right now, they know if they don't help the population, really it's not gonna be easy for us. That's why people are supporting them a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to give somewhat of a historical perspective. Some people are comparing Mr. Goita. You said Simi Goita is his name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Comparing
Yeah,
him to Assimi Goita, comparing him to Thomas Sankara. And so they had the coup last year or 2020, and then they had, so he's trying to get things regulated with regards to the military.
You know,
but then also they had the counter-coup
I never see
2 weeks ago.
I never see somebody like him. He's very simple. He's a simple guy. I mean, when he came here, he didn't buy a lot of things.
I got a question. Is Goita,
he's driving.
Is that Bambara? Is he Bambara or what is Goita?
Yeah, Goita. Goita, I don't know exactly, but they are. Do you know
I can't remember. Senegal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Senegal,
Okay,
I think so.
I mean, it doesn't matter because everyone's basically
it's really simple.
They're all Malinke or Malian. They're all Malian, even though they have different ethnic groups, they're still considered Mali because
it's really simple.
Right, but go ahead. What you were saying about him?
It's really simple. I never see a guy like him. He came as a president and didn't buy nothing, and now they are buying for the hospital, and now they are trying to make some road for this population. And the last president, the former president, they didn't do nothing. People were suffering for nothing.
Well, I heard the story about the former president who was a democratically elected president, allegedly. His son went on Instagram and showed how he was over in, I think, Switzerland or somewhere in Europe, spending thousands and thousands of dollars
money,
with prostitutes,
spending money. People are suffering. People trying to build their lives. They are playing. With I don't know. They're playing with money. And now they can come in Mali because they have on trouble. If they come in Mali, people are gonna kill them. People
Yeah,
gonna
this
kill
is
them.
the previous democratically elected president, but now that we have Mr. Goita in, who seems to be a rebirth of Mr. Thomas Sankara from Burkina Faso, it's very, very encouraging. And then we see that how they had the coup, like I said, a couple of weeks ago. And
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about what happened during that coup and counter coup that happened last week, because it was put down. They said the French
Yeah, the
and the
last.
Americans were trying to push and get Mr. Goita out of there. But what happened? Talk about it.
Yes. So the last one, I mean, I don't know exactly what's happened, but I was in town. But what's happened, most of in the town, I mean, they lock everything down. They lock everything. They say something happened. And, so that was really secret because most of the people, they don't know what really goes on. I mean, what really happened here. But, if you look at, so what happened, I mean, I think so. They found some mercenary from the border between Mali and Ivory Coast. They were coming here to do something really dangerous, but I don't know exactly. But my father told me to be careful about this time we have to be careful because everybody is I mean everybody is going to be a suspect because this military they don't really play with I mean they don't play. They know what they are doing. If they find you, they will lock you down. If they find you, and now in Bamako, every night, everywhere is security. If they find you, they will check you. They don't really play now. Yeah.
Well, they have to do it now because of what's going on. I don't know, Malians are very peaceful people overall, but because of the events from the last couple years with this insurgency in the north and then the coup attempt in the south, they have to be serious. And I know Malians are some serious fighters historically, been warriors.
No, really, right now, people are fighting. People, they don't joke because they know that these French people, I mean, they are here for something. They don't, I mean, they are not here for Malian people.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
And see, that's the good thing about, I think, what's happening in African people overall in Malinke and Mali right now. I think the seeds that have been sown with Thomas Sankara, with Modibo Keita, with Kwame Nkrumah, what's it, Nkrumah?
Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah, Kwame Nkrumah.
Kwame Nkrumah.
And then, you had the president of Guinea, which was Sekou Touré, right?
Sekou Touré,
They formed the alliance, the Ghana-Guinea Mali alliance, which pushed Pan-Africanism. And that was actually ultimately put down because of the French, and American CIA agents breaking it up. But there's still that sense of Pan-Africanism there in Mali, historically, because of the different empires they've had. So I think people now have woken up and they see the suffering. And I think you're seeing a new day in Mali, a rebirth of Pan-Africanism and based in Mali because they're kicking the French out, right? Go ahead.
Felix, what you have to know about Assimi, he was kidnapped with the terrorists. He was kidnapped.
Who was?
Yeah.
The current,
Assimi, he was kidnapped. Yeah, he really come from the bottom. When he was young, I mean, that was I think so 6 years ago, he was really kidnapped. And this guy really suffering from over there. And that time, he get a chance to come in Bamako. And it really, this guy, he knows what really happened first in the north side, and then he came in Bamako and be really strong from fighting everyone, from the peace for Mali.
Are you talking about the current leader of Goita? He was kidnapped?
Yeah, he was kidnapped at that time. That was, I mean, 6 years ago or maybe like 7 years ago. He was kidnapped.
Okay, so he has
Yeah, I
more
have a
of a,
picture. I have a picture. So I'm gonna send to you. I'm gonna send to you back.
okay, send it to
Yeah.
me. So yeah, but as I was
Yeah.
saying, you know, we have to look at this in current lens, but we also have to look at it from a historical perspective. And I think that this is very, very enlightening as we see the awakening of African Kemetic Kemites worldwide, our melanated brothers and sisters with the Pan-Africanist point of view. You might want to mute yourself when she's like that. When someone else is talking, Viva, just mute if you can. I'm gonna mute you there. But as I was gonna say, I muted you, Viva. So don't worry. When she calms down, we can unmute you. But I just wanted to say we have to look at it from the historical perspective and understand that it's a change. It's a change in the air. The spirit has changed. We moved to a new age, and it's time for us. Huh?
Do you think that change is well, part of the change is with the shift in the universe?
Of course.
Got a lot astrological shift that has occurred. That 12,000 year?
Well, we
cycle?
we have the, what is it, 25,000 year cycle when we move through
25,000, yeah.
the different ages, but we have I think it's around 2100 year cycle of the what they call that, the sign. So basically we're in the sign of Pisces right now. We're moving out of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, which and also different constellations are governing the universe right now. Like we have Cepheus, the African king in the north. So we have a change in astronomy, astrology, as I call it. Of course, the Euros or the mind control people want us to not look at astronomy and astrology and its power and influence on the planet, but it does have a role. The Christians and whatnot would tell you that it's all devil worshiping, but it's really science.
Right.
So right now we have a change occurring, and these people who have evil intent will no longer have the benefit of the doubt or energy to help them. It's time for the righteous man, the melanated man, the Kemite, to stand up, and that's what's happening right now, and everyone's feeling it. But these bankers and other materialists are frightened. They don't know whether to shit or go blind. They're so upset, but it's too late. It's already happening. It's occurring, and so they're going to try and start a war to stop it, and that's what you see going on over there in Russia. So Viva, I'm gonna get back. Okay, I'm sorry, I muted myself. Wrong person. So Viva, I'm gonna ask you to come back in to talk a little bit about what's going on with Russia and Mali right now. And you're muted right now, so you have to unmute. You have to unmute yourself, Viva.
Okay. So I mean, right now, people talking about Russia. You know, they are the mercenary. How do you say? So mercenary,
Yeah, mercenary.
Yeah.
They said mercenary.
Yeah,
They have
yeah,
the Wagner group there, but yeah, just talk about and then
you
talk
know,
about
they say,
historical
yeah,
connection
but
between Mali and Russia.
yeah, but the connection, I can say the connection is really because they are helping us, because Malian, they used to, I mean, most of the, if you look at the military from the pilots and the things, you know, they train in Russia, right? They do, I mean, most of their training in Russia. So when we have a problem right now, I mean, we can find a country so we can help us. Is only Russian and China, so who is helping us? You know, the French people, I mean, they corrupt everybody. They corrupt, I mean, even American, and they corrupt, I mean, people, I mean, Malian people do that, you know, they are killing things. I mean, Russian, they are killing, you know, people in Mali. That's not true. That's not true. If you look at here, what's happening, they're trying to help us to give us some information how to move on our land, you know, to catch, I mean, those people. You see what I'm saying? I mean, they are helping us to give us information how to catch these people. I mean, and now the French people, they're really surprising because why they are surprised? I mean, they're surprised because how Malian they can do that, how this information they can do that, and now these French people they don't have information in Mali. Russian help us to how do you say? To stop, French people they can get information in Mali right now. Any information, Russian they cut everything. But Malian they can get information on our own land. But the last time, the military, Malian military, our own land, we don't have information. The French people, we work together, but they don't give us information.
Right. See, that's with the satellites. And so
they don't
forth,
give
they
up.
can do reconnaissance. So,
Yeah.
but you're talking about the Russian satellites and information they're given to help fight, whereas the French were helping the terrorists. But what were you going to say, Kwabena? Hold on, Viva.
I'm fascinated by this conversation because I don't know a lot about what's going on in Mali. I know just tidbits, but it's like dots are starting to connect for me because Viva, you may be able to speak to this. The U.S. has written a bill against Russia, and they're saying in that bill, any African country that has any Russian affiliation, they want to know what Russia is doing in their country. They want to know what the ties are. They want to know how Russia is helping that African country. They want African countries to align with NATO against Russia. But as you were talking about this, I'm thinking Russia has helped Burkina Faso, Mali, Congo, several African countries to free themselves up from the French.
Yes, because
so all of this is tied. All of this is connected, right?
Yes.
It's mind-boggling.
No, because French people, they don't. If you look at what's happened the last time, if the military and the French people they meet on the same territory, they don't give us a wrong information. Look at, and they fly, and we can't fly. We can't fly. Malian people, we can't not fly on our own land. This is unbelievable. Like me, I'm in Malian. I say I'm gonna fly to Tombouctou. Hey, you come from France. You say no, you don't fly here. This is, you are not allowed to fly.
This is
what's going on right here. We got wrong information. We got everything was wrong, and we were killing. Yeah, we were dying for nothing.
It's just fascinating. It's just astonishing to me that how all of this is unfolding and how Russia, what's going on with Russia and this war is making more sense because it's about Africa.
Well, ultimately it's about the Benjamins, and ultimately the Benjamins represent the natural resources. And where are the natural resources? Africa. Yes. So these conversations we're having is for us as Black people, as Kemites, original people, we have to have these discussions and share them around. So no, go ahead. I like what you're saying, Kwabena.
No, I'm just thinking about all of the French African, the Francophone countries have, where the French are being kicked out, they've had Russian support to help kick France out. We know that France cannot exist without Africa. Yeah, their economy, nothing that they can do, they can't do anything. They would be impoverished without Africa, right? And so it's but African people are rising up and they're saying no, which is good. And not a lot of people are seeing that. Of course, those in Mali, those in Burkina Faso, they know because they're there, they're present, right, with the situation. But a lot of the diaspora doesn't know because they're not connected and they only follow mainstream media, right?
And then also there's a block because you mentioned they're Francophone countries. A lot of people there don't speak English. So there's that block, and that's why it's important for the East African Federation, things like that, to form, because you're going to have these areas that will focus on lingua franca, Swahili in East Africa. We spoke a little bit about that. English and French. They're saying that there's going to be French in the East African Federation, and something needs to form similar in West Africa, and I'm sure that it will under this particular push by Mali. I can see the re-emergence of the Ghana-Guinea Ghana-Guinea-Mali Federation or something of that sort in West Africa. Unfortunately, our brothers in Ghana, they're very far up the Americans behind. Hopefully they will wake up.
And France is behind.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because Nana Akufo-Addo is the president of the ECOWAS, right? ECOWAS has placed sanctions on these other African countries because they kicked the French out. That makes no sense to me. And then France has also been working with Ghana, and now they're rolling out French in Ghana school systems. They've set up this partnership with France. Why? But we know that they're pushing these sanctions against African the Francophone countries that have kicked the French out because the French is putting pressure on Ghana to do that. And that's kind of the seat of ECOWAS at this point.
That's clear. That guy's a puppet. I mean, he wanted to push the homosexual agenda in Ghana, and the people rose up against it. But this guy, Nana, he's just a straight puppet, and he's going to be exposed. And you spent time in Ghana, right? I'm talking about Viva. You spent time in Ghana, right?
Yeah. I was in Ghana. I spent, more than 3 years in Ghana. I started my school over there. You know, when I was kid, I love to be. I used to love American. My uncle. I really want English. It was my thing. I like English. I wanted to speak English, a little bit like you guys. So I went Ghana and did my school over there. But if you look at Ghanaian people, Ghana was really good. But now, you talk about French. This French guy, he's trying to mix up everything. But Nana Akufo-Addo, my opinion, he has to be careful because even now, Ghana, sometimes people are not really happy about what's going on in Mali. Because we cannot travel because this ECOWAS things, what's going on. More than 6 months, we are suffering. We can travel. If we want to go to Ghana, we have to take plane to another country to go to Ghana. It's crazy.
I got a question for you, Viva. Historically, over the past 3 to 5 years, how have been the relationships between Mali and Ghana or French-speaking countries in Ghana over the past 5 years or so, in your opinion?
So, can I, but your question I didn't understand. Can I,
Well, what I'm asking is how have been the relations? Have they been good relations, been able to travel easy, trade, a lot of interaction between Ghana and Mali?
Ghana and Mali.
But what's going on now? Speak to that. How it's been and then what's going on
the relationship. Now. When I was student over there, that was really, it was a good time. We can travel, we can take bus from from Mali to Accra for 2 days, only 30,000. So now, so what's going on? It's ECOWAS. ECOWAS say because for the coup d'etat, like the putsch, you know, they really stop a lot of things from, you know, they close the border. We can travel. I mean, we can travel. If you go to the border, I mean, they don't allow you to pass if you're from Mali. Because Malian people, you can travel to Burkina Faso. After Burkina Faso, you can go, even though you have passport. So you have to be, I mean, you have to get a letter from the embassy. You have to get the letter from the embassy. They have to sign for you. If you don't have this letter, you can travel. You can travel. You can. I mean, nobody can travel now. So you stay. So now, Malian people. I mean, if you look at Ghana, Ghanaian people, you know, they are. I mean, we are doing. How do you say? Trading. So we are doing trading. You know, we are selling. People are going to Ghana, buy things, you know, from African prints. They come in Mali, they sell it, and Malian people, they bring, how do you say, a sheep and goats or so whatever, like a meat in Ghana, because we have a lot of cow
Cattle.
right here.
You have a
I
cattle.
mean, we
you're
bring in
selling
Ghana
meat.
and we sell over there. So now we have a problem. The trading is very, very difficult. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So
the
what
trading.
I want to say, let me just interject this here real quick, Viva. You got ECOWAS, which is basically a European controlled a common enterprise of different African countries with puppet governments who are impeding the rise and development of Africa. And it's crazy. It's like, how do these puppets though are being exposed? I think this guy down in Ghana, his time isn't going to last. I mean, I've been looking at different news programs, listening to different things across the African continent. People are waking up. They're exposing these puppets.
Really,
and
that's
you know,
my first time.
we are getting together. But go ahead, Viva. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's my first time. I hear people, I mean, more than 3 months, they are staying in border. They are staying border more than 3 months. The border is closed. And they stay there. And I mean, that was crazy. Look, you are in border. So you are driving your truck and you have product inside. And they close the border and you stay over there. And they say you can go more than 3 months and you still over there. Think about your family.
Wow.
You know, let me tell you the last story. You know, the Senegalese people, they walk from Senegal to Bamako. They walk from Senegal to Bamako. 1,000 miles. 1,000 miles. To show that we support each other.
Wait. You said they
walk. They walk.
So they walk.
Yeah, they walk from Senegal to. Yeah, from Senegal to Bamako.
Wow.
I'm telling you the truth. More than 1,000 miles.
But
to show that we are suffering here.
So historically, those Senegal, Mali, Guinea, they've all been connected, right? They all have similar connections.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they were the same country. We were the same country. Yeah.
And this once again goes back to those empires. And that's what these Euros are not thinking about historically. You've had contiguous empires in West Africa.
I have a video. I'm going to send you after the meeting. So I'm going to send you and you will see. I mean, a lot of people, I mean, to show that we are suffering.
Yes,
you know, I mean, this story.
Right. This is great.
Yeah, this story. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
this story, it- you know, I'm about to stop working with the French company that I told you. I mean, I was working with them. I told you. So I'm going to stop because I mean, more than 5 years I'm working there. They have to give me a good contract, but they say no because we have a lot of problem right now. But they say they don't want to give me contract. I say yes, but so I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna take care of my own business. I don't care about them. If you don't care about me right now, I mean I'm gonna fight for myself. I got a family
Right, right.
because we I mean we are really, I mean, that time, Malian, we are really suffering. And people know that if you're suffering, if you stay, you're gonna suffer. So now you have to take care of yourself. You have to fight.
I'm going to have to come over there to Mali again, I think probably soon. And we're going to have to talk because you know my business before. I've had kind of a slowdown, but since you're free, you're available, maybe we can collaborate and start doing things together in Mali, Viva. But we'll talk offline about that. Uh, so yeah, that's you know, we gotta, like you said, it's time for us to link up and move forward. But Baba Kwabena, what you got to say, bro? You haven't said much.
Well, no, I'm just listening. I'm just taking in. I mean, this is again, it's fascinating to hear and to understand, and then to start connecting dots because I've had bits and pieces of things and didn't know how things tied in or if they even tied in. And now I'm seeing a clearer picture of what's going on. And of course I don't have a whole lot of history about Africa pre-colonization, and so to hear that Mali and Senegal and Guinea were all one country is interesting. Who else was involved in that? Was the Gambia also a part of that?
Yes, Gambia and Burkina Faso, that whole region, they have been like contiguous countries here and there, back and forth with different leadership. So the people are there's no animosity between them because each one has had a time to rule. So that whole region, and from Gao all the way basically to the east coast of, or the west coast of Africa, through Liberia, you know, at different times, Guinea, Senegal, they've been part of the Malinke, Sonrai, Wagadu or Ghana Empire. So the people know each other. They speak a common language, which is Bambara, or what they call Jula. It's a very commonly spoken language throughout all of Senegal, Guinea, all through there. So, you know, it was really interesting to see what's going on. So, but yeah, go ahead.
My paternal lineage is Guinea-Bissau. From the Malinke, I guess, tribe. So it's interesting to know that all of this was connected as it was previously, you know. So now that's just making me think about some things because I thought I planned to go to Guinea-Bissau once I got back to Ghana and spend some time there and do a little research. It's just, again, we just don't know who we are because of what has happened, and just coming into the realization and putting the pieces together. It's exciting. It's heart-wrenching, but it's all good.
Well, no, it's good. And what's necessary is to pass it on to the next generation, and that's done by making money. So we make money like Viva, you know, he's a young man, get him involved. He's on the ground there. I know Viva for, like I said, since he was a baby. So now we have to bring in younger Americans, Black Americans to tie in making money. Then we can build the relationships, because Viva spent time here in Houston, so he got a chance to see the US and understand international events. And we spoke a little bit about Russia and Mali. You spoke also about Russia in Ghana. But I think we have to keep our options open. Just like in previous times, Mali and Russia were very strong allies. A lot of Malians went to Russia to train. I know people who went to Mali, who went to Russia and became doctors, nurses, whatever. And that's coming back. And I think here in the US, with their history, they're on the wrong side of a lot of this. And Mali and Russia and all those things are going to come up stronger together. And we have to, as Kemites, as Africans, we have to go with our people. And our people are the Malians, the Ghanaians, and the other the artificial boundaries of the Kemites, the melanated people. And that's coming. It's coming. We're just another group. Just like in Mali, they have a lot of different ethnic groups, but they don't really make a big deal about it. They joke with each other, but it's not like fighting. Oh, you're Sonrai. Oh, you got a blood feud against you because you're Fulani. Oh, you Dogon. Or you Bobo or Bozo, whatever. They don't have, none of that really goes on. I mean, everyone sees themselves as Malian underneath the Malinke Empire, basically. So that's from the historical contiguous connection of what's been going on there, which we don't think about. And it's, like I said, extends down into Burkina Faso, because Bobo Jalaso, they speak Bambara down there, and that's part of Burkina Faso, but that's a big part of Mali also. That used to be part of the Malinke Empire.
Wow.
So that's all I'm going to say. Go ahead. You got it.
No, I'm good. I appreciate the conversation. Appreciate you, Aviva, coming on and sharing and giving me insight. Again, I'm evolving. I'm learning. I'm hungry and trying to figure out how I can insert myself into African culture, African living, African support. And one of the things that I have been toying over recently has been a lot of our issues as African people on the continent extend from government leaders who have been puppets, right? And so I'm targeting the younger generation and wanting to form some type of organization to support grooming them for political purposes so that they can move in and replace the ones who are in power now who don't care about the people, but are only being puppets and caring about themselves, because it's about the people. And for too long, African people have suffered because of African government officials who have bought into the colonial mindset and what, and not taking advantage of their own natural resources. African countries have plenty of resources to support themselves with, but we know that doesn't happen today. And that's because of our government officials being the puppets and not allowing it to happen. So this is good. This is good conversation.
Thank you, sir.
Well, we've been going at this for about 45 minutes, and I just want to give I want to give just a brief historical. I spoke a little bit about it, but I think we have to connect the historical ties and see what's actually going on, because I didn't know that they had marched from Senegal to Mali to show solidarity.
After the meeting, so I'm going to send you the video, and you will see people, marching from Senegal to Mali. I know even one of my old colleagues, he was there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that road from Bamako to
it sounds crazy,
Senegal,
but it's really true. It's really true. More than 1,000 miles.
No, it's good. It's good. And like I said, there's Sheikh Amadou Tall and other folks. There's always been connection in West Africa between Senegal, Guinea, Mali, Burkina Faso, even northern Ghana, and even though the Ashanti empires.
I just want to add something. People are fighting. But on the TV, you can see the good side of African people. Even Malian, the good side, but they always show the wrong side. I mean, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay, I just want to close. I want to close with this. We know that the media lies. We have to always recognize that what we see on TV is for mind control. And we have to keep that at the forefront.
You know, I have a story to tell you. You know
Go
that
ahead.
there is two channel, the radio channel and the TV, the French 24. So we don't have in Mali right now. Do you know that?
Oh, really? You don't have French TV?
No, we don't have it. The military, they stopped. We don't have this one.
I think
We
it's
stopped.
probably better. It's better that you did.
They stopped because they say they are lying. They are lying.
Right.
They're telling. I mean, you
Well,
know.
I'm gonna tell a brief story. This was a few years ago, and you guys remember what happened in Egypt, because I had happened to go there during the so-called revolution in Egypt, and they kept showing on CNN all this violence and all this stuff going on there in Egypt. And I was there with the group, with a bunch of youth. I had my sons, they were babies, well, 12, 13, whatever. And so everyone's all frightened, everyone's all scared about being in Egypt. And so we went out, we wanted to go to the Egyptian museum, and we went right by that square, the Tahrir Square, whatever. They said all the violence was going on, and they kept looping it on CNN. And we went to that square, nobody was there, nothing was going on. And everyone's all frightened because of what the news is showing, but it was peaceful. We went right in. Now I must admit there was a bunch of military, because those guys were there and they were ready, but they didn't bother us, and it was peaceful. It wasn't nothing going on. But if you watch the news, you would have thought there was revolution and violence going on all the time. So I said all that to say, be mindful of the news, and the Malian government is being smart to shut off that trash, and we have to be mindful and shut off a lot of it as they're looking to start a new pandemic with the monkeypox. They started this monkey thing. Yeah, I mean, how many times? Wait. This is Lucy, Charlie Brown in the football, right? So they lose it in Ukraine, so they changed the narrative. Now the monkeypox. Everyone be scared of the monkeypox. And prior to that, it was the corona here. So lies to get the money. That's all what it's about.
Yep. You're muted, Baba.
Okay. I'm going to ask Viva to come back on, and y'all, we're going to give some final words, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and shut this down. I'm going to mute myself. Go ahead, Viva, any last words?
So I just want to say I really appreciate, to talk with you guys, and, I'm really happy. And I just want, you just have to pray for us right now, because we know it's not easy. Sometimes we have to tell the truth, because Malian people, I know, I'm from Mopti, so I want to go to Mopti, but I can go. We are really suffering. So, I pray all these things, it's going to be all right. We're going to be all right. And, that's all.
Okay, brother, I think it's going to be fine too. And thank you for being on. We'll be on here again. We'll do another talk at some point. Me and we can get you involved, Viva, to tell us from the Malian African perspective. And so thank you, brother. And so go ahead, Baba Kwabena. Any final words?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, then. Well, we're going to bring this this program to a close right now. A Kemites view of the world. We're looking at Mali and West Africa in general, and we'll pick up more about some of the international things as we go forward. But I want to thank the family for attending and listening, and hopefully you learned something. But we're going to post this on YouTube, so like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any comments, put them down there. And this is Baba Ahnk with the Kemites view, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.